Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is DreZ and Huck.
That was crisp.
It is Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store right there in downtown Blacksburg. We are live on the FM dial, or if you're on Facebook, you can watch us, and you can maybe potentially watch a stink bug crawl right in front of my camera.
Oh, yeah.
You see him, Huck? He's
I
on
see
top
him.
of it. I'm waiting for him to just crawl in front of
Here he
the
is.
lens.
Nope, he's going around.
It very well could happen. That's on Facebook and or the YouTube. If you're on there, you can type in 105.3 The Bear and follow and subscribe and all that good stuff. Huck, I like your festive sweater.
Yes.
'Tis the season. We are now well into December. I see Christmas lights everywhere I go. I hear Christmas music playing. It's here. It's
And-
definitely here. And it'll drive you to drinking, won't
It
it?
will, but I didn't even bring any Christmas beers because I wanted to talk about my trip to Texas.
Did you bring beers?
I
Because you
did.
handed me
Well,
a seltzer.
yeah, well, I
over
did bring
here.
some beers, but I gave you a seltzer because why? What kind of seltzer is it, DreZ?
This is the Shiner Straight Shooter. It's craft brewed, hard seltzer. It is green, and I think that's maybe because it
It's-
says juicy dill pickle.
Yeah, it's a dill pickle seltzer.
Coming in at 4.5, 90 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. When I said this, not Christmas, the Christmas pickle, that's a thing.
That is true. That's
so,
true.
You gotta. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but
And I have in front of me the Shiner Toasted Amber Lager, lightly toasted barley and our finest hops. So basically, I always get toasted at Christmas. So again, this is probably a Christmas sale as well.
you can make it work. So
Comes in at 4.5.
again, it is Shiner, and I know I'm looking at the bottle here. Shiner, Texas is where it's brewed. So did you go to the Shiner Brewery?
We did.
That's the vibe I'm getting?
Yeah, at the
Oh wow.
the Beer Now this year was in Austin, Texas, and on Sunday we all got up at the crack of 10 and piled into a bus, and they took us down the interstate to Buc-ee's.
Ah,
Wearing
Buc-ee's.
the Buc-ee's Christmas sweater.
When I was in Texas and doing the RV trip, we did grow fond of Buc-ee's. I know one of them, the one that I don't know if we actually went to that one, but one of them that we actually no, it must have been. It's the biggest Buc-ee's.
Is it?
We went to the biggest Buc-ee's, and so I don't know, maybe we're spoiled, but they just have everything.
Well, I went to two of them, and we were on a bus, and so we went to the first one, and we had 15 minutes, which, to be honest with you, was nowhere near enough.
No,
mean,
not at all. It's almost
basically,
like a mini mall.
we
Like,
went in-
They have normal shopping. Did you get any of the fresh food? Like,
Well, no, I'm just saying the first time we went in, and we went in the bathroom, walked from one end of the store and back to the other, and the time was up.
yeah.
So we didn't buy anything, but we did use a bathroom that you have to pee to believe. That's their ad, okay?
Oh yeah,
Because it's so clean.
that is pretty clever.
So then Liz and I went back afterwards to another one, which was huge as well, and spent a bunch of money. And I got this ugly sweater, and I got a whole bunch of those, they put meat in a bun and cook it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Was
Yeah,
if you
we-
got any of the? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, all of it just looks so good.
It
We got a
was.
bunch of jerky. They had a bunch of sweets.
They had nuts cooked in sugar.
Oh yeah.
I had one of those in the RV, in the cup holder to the left, and I'm just driving in the
Oh,
road.
Dude, Buc-ee's that was
Yeah.
one of the best things about Texas, honestly.
Yeah, and they also I bought, and this great thing happened is I was like, I really hate the new gas cans,
Oh,
and they had one. Of
thank you for reminding me. I need to try and buy they must sell the alternate
Okay, so they had this gas can. It's got the nice nozzle like old school, and it says on the side, "Not for gas for people. This is for race cars." And my Jeep is a race car, so I got it.
So you can't. That's
And I ended up having to give away my other gas can to ride on a ferry. But that one was still buried, not full of gas. So I had to give one away, the bad one, but I have the good one now.
Well, those the new nozzle things.
You
not
can't pour
only,
gas
not,
out of
well,
them.
not only do they suck, but the one that I have, it doesn't the seal is actually already is busted on it, so I couldn't even use it even if it was actually working.
Basically, mine won't pump through you pull the lever and it won't let gas out. So I unscrew it and I pour gas in the air.
Spilling it
everywhere,
yeah.
which I think this is supposed to prevent. And it just makes it worse.
They're the absolute worst things. So, yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. I meant to hop online because I feel like there's got to be you can just get like
it's something to do
the
with
old school
the
alternate
use
cap.
Yeah, you can buy the caps. I think somebody said a certain tractor supplying place might have it.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll
I mean,
check that.
they're okay to use.
Are they right up the road
They
here?
might be right up the road.
Okay. Are they like usually in rural areas?
Yeah,
and the king of supplies.
Yeah, they kind of got that kind of stuff. So anyway, I think they have what you need.
Okay, maybe I'll just pop by there actually on the way home then.
But it's actually really tall. It looks like the ones used to race cars, but it has like a different kind of nozzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Anyway, so yeah, Buc-ee's is fantastic.
Yeah,
for
so we
that.
spent a lot of time there on our trip. And then they were talking about that we had a beer. I don't know if we had that grackle beer, but
Grackle?
anyway, it's a bird. So then I saw the grackles after they said they're at all the Buc-ee's.
Yeah, they're kind of like
Crows.
they almost look like a mix between like a crow. But if you catch them at the right light, they have this cool blue shimmer to them.
Right. They're kind of like the seagulls of Texas.
Yeah, but they're up here too.
Are they?
Yeah, I think
Oh, I
so.
know- I've never
I'm
really-
pretty sure that I've seen them up
There's
here.
at least 200 at the Buc-ee's parking lot
Mm.
eating French fries and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, they had the Buc-ee's has those chips, potato chips. Oh, my gosh. They're so good.
We could talk. We could do a whole show on Buc-ee. I'm surprised they don't brew their own beer.
Oh, no, they probably do. We just don't know it.
They probably
We bought a
do.
bunch of decorations. They have like the home, the cute home, like Farm, Sweet Farm, and all this stuff like that.
Okay.
So we bought a bunch of stuff there.
Well, I want to hear more about the beer now thing, but what can you tell me? Because you actually did go to Shiner.
Yeah,
huh?
so we go to, it's actually Spotzel Brewing is the name of it.
Okay, so Shiner is a beer that they make, or
Shiner
they make
is-
like a series with it or something.
They're made in the town of Shiner, and they call it Shiner Beer, but the brewery is technically Spotzel Brewing, but it is Shiner Beer.
Spotzel Brew. Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so all the beer is Shiner Beer, but it's made at the Spotzel Brewery.
And Shiner, it's almost like, I mean, I guess they got a couple of these, but Shiner beer is kind of one of the Texas Bud Light or Budweiser.
Right.
It's one of their kind of just go-to staple beers. You
Right.
see it everywhere on tap.
Right. That's what you drink in
Mm-hmm.
Texas is Shiner. And it's good beer. I mean, we did a tasting in their tasting room. They had 22 different beers. And, that was one of them. But this is from a 3-pack, 6-pack of 3 beers. And the other 2 are pretty interesting. We're going to drink in the next segment.
Okay.
But they're making a bunch of seltzers. And the guy, Spotzel he came over from Europe, of course, brewer guy, started the brewery. Well, the town started the brewery. So the town of Shiner started the brewery, and then it kind of, after Prohibition, there was a while, and then it came back. And so this guy ran it, and then his daughter took over when he passed away and was the first female owner of a brewery in the world. And she ran it for like 18 years. But I think it's bought out, but it's still run like a family kind of business,
Okay, that's
All the
cool.
employees are recognized for their time. They're really big on doing stuff for veterans. They got, the tour was really interesting.
Quite patriotic down there in Texas.
They are. The tour was a little bit, simplified for my group. I think we know that you put water and
It was
barley together.
your more normal beer tour,
Right,
They
but-
didn't know they didn't know who they were dealing with.
Well, they did,
They
but
should.
I
Well,
know
they
they
should have
should.
curved it. Yeah.
But it was interesting anyway. It was
Okay.
good. I would recommend it to somebody that doesn't know anything about brewing beer. You go on that tour and you'll know a lot about brewing beer.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I don't know how long ago I got it, but we got this. I got this scratcher date map thing, and one of the things we still haven't done on it is do a proper brewery tour. And I was kind of saving it. I mean, we could do a little a lot of the breweries that we go to, it's not a very impressive tour. You want to save it for going to a big brewery to do a proper tour. And I feel like this sounds like it would check.
Oh,
that
yeah,
box
that
off.
is going to
It's
check
good
a lot
tour.
of boxes. And then let me just say that, I've been on probably 1,000 brewery tours, and little brewery tours are cool. Medium-sized brewery tours are cool, but big brewery tours, Stone and Richmond, do that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's
Stone's
definitely one that you'll learn a lot. We did Founders up in wherever they are, up in around the Great Lakes, and that was pretty amazing.
What about have you ever done any of the big boys like a Coors Light?
I've
or
done Miller.
You never did the Coors Light over in like Denver area?
No.
I've heard that one's pretty good too.
Is it?
When I was in Holland, I toured Heineken, and this was before I drank beer. So with the tour, which was I think free, by the way, you got 3 beer tokens to drink, and I gave them all away.
I did Williamsburg and Anheuser-Busch, but again, that was before I was into beer. I just went for the beer. I didn't really pay attention to the tour, but at the end they gave you 2, and then everybody got 2, and nobody wanted 2, so I had 8.
That might be the same for a tour today. You might be giving those ones away, but either way, well, that's cool that Shiner's got a good tour. I like to check it out. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. Did you say you gave this to me because you've already had this pickle seltzer?
I liked it.
You did like it.
It was my favorite seltzer they had.
Okay, well, I'm not going to lie. If you were watching on the YouTube or Facebook, you might have seen my expression on the first sip of the seltzer Straight Shooter. I guess it's a pickle seltzer from Shiner. It's warming up to me now, though. This is why you don't rate or untap a beer on the first sip, because now it's much more drinkable than that first sip. I'm going to take another, and the smell it's definitely not your average seltzer smell.
No, I mean, I just thought it was really cool they came up with a pickle seltzer. I mean, it's really odd, but
it's
good.
I'd say it's as described.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into pickles and seltzers, I'd say this is probably the one on the market.
Are you familiar with the term pickleback?
Yeah,
okay,
for whiskey.
Right. So you drink whiskey and then you chase with a pickleback.
Yeah.
Pickle juice bath. So this is kind of like...
I'd probably be more apt to chase whiskey with this, but I just don't... I would rather... Actually, you know what I would do? I would chase this with whiskey. That's what I would probably do.
Well, fair enough. That's always a winner.
It's definitely not my cup of tea. I wouldn't seek this out. It is as advertised, though, so I got to give it a little credit there. I think I'll just give it a 3.
Okay.
I'm not a seltzer guy.
Fair enough.
And pickles, I could take or leave them.
Well, the good news is you can't get it around here yet, so we need to demand it from our people, as these beers either.
If I sold it on you and you really want to ask for it by name, go to your local establishment and do so. Now, how's that one, though?
Well, the Toasted Amber Lager is, again, like you say, as advertised, and I'm going to give it a 4.5 because it's just a really good beer. It's just like really crushable, and it's got that enough little amber and hops in it that it's not like, oh my gosh, it's a lager, I'm bored. No, it's pretty darn good beer. Yeah.
Goes down easy?
Goes down very easy.
There you go. By the way, those are our Untapped scores, which is the free beer app we like to utilize. You can friend us on there if you like. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Huck's Beer Buzz is his. Otherwise, Huck Was Here is your new endeavor. How's the website? How's the new website and social media going?
I'm already locked out of the website, but I'm working on it. I've been posting some stuff on a Huck Was Here Facebook page, page.
Okay, so still just one post on.
Yeah,
Huck
I can't get in right now.
Now you can't.
I'm gonna work on that later. Get on the chat.
Okay.
I got like 4 posts ready to go, but now I can't get on the page.
So focusing on the social, Huck Was Here is where you want to look on there.
There you go.
Otherwise, you can. And you're still keeping the Huck's Beer Buzz open.
Yeah,
right?
it's still going on.
You can find Huck. Talk to him.
I'm everywhere.
He's all over the place.
Everywhere.
We'll take a quick break. I think I'm gonna have to play some. Or what do you?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was gonna say. I was like, there's no shortage because even when we started the segment, I'm just like, well, we could do some Pantera. Stevie Ray Vaughan sounds good. We'll do that. We'll come back. We'll drink some more Shiner brews on Brewsday Tuesday right here with 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.